Hey everyone, and welcome to Crusader Kings II with the Conclave expansion. And tonight we are going to be playing a bit here. Um, Maybe work towards creating a more long-term campaign. We'll just see how things go. But it's been quite a lot of changes here. And we'll see them as we go. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've been into Crusader Kings 2. So hopefully I'm not too rusty. Played a little bit yesterday. I realized I had never gotten the Horse Lords. So I did, and then sure enough, today it was 50% off, so got a Steam refund so I could save a little cash and went ahead and bought it again. So this is me, Duke Rotting of Flanders. No wife, no heir. So there's plenty of things, plenty of possibilities here. I own 4 territories, so that means I have no vassals, and yeah, four domain. So that's kind of interesting. Must have a fairly good steward. No, I don't. I wonder why we can do that. Oh yes, here we are with one of the changes here to the Conclave is splits up the laws. So yeah, there's a lot of things here to check out. So inheritance, it's kind of separate here, and so we are agnatic, cognatic, gavelkind. And then this is kind of a new thing. It gives you a picture and a kind of name for your government type, which is pretty sweet. The crown, civic and religious law. I'm guessing, is that the... No, these are the crown laws. Investiture and controlled realm inheritance. Vassal titles do not have any special regulations on inheritance outside the realm. Oh, so this... Okay, this keeps... Yeah, that makes sense. So we have all the rest of these. I guess not. Administration. Realize the importance of keeping the inheritance together to facilitate their dynasty's long-term increase in power. Tendency for vassals to grow more and more powerful with time if not kept in check. Similar to that of the Roman Empire with hierarchy of magistrates and functionaries. Okay, so this must be viceroyalties. Title revocation is allowed. Right to enforce religious control over subjects and may now seize titles of heathens and heretics freely. Okay. So a lot of this is the same. It's just kind of moved in where it is in the menu. But this is very different here. So this is, instead of, having levies and taxes that you set for each of the, I guess you would call them estates. Yeah, because these are basically what you would find in EU4. Once you get into that, that's what the estates are called. So now it's a scale instead of a individual's law for tax and levies. And it appears that they still kind of favor one over the other. Yeah. They definitely do. So, and it appears that this is locked by... Oh no. Well, that's locked by illegalism. That is not, but you have to be here first. That makes sense. So we may want to fiddle with this a bit. Apparently most people like us asking for levies instead of taxes. But you know, we can't really do that all the time. Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking that was an opinion modifier. That is a modifier for the other thing. But I think it is true that certain vassals kind of prefer a certain way. Like the nobles will probably prefer levies over taxes. Just be my guess. Empowered council. Law changes can be voted on by the council. Unlocks additional council power laws. Enables use of realm peace. Ruler has full authority over politics and laws. That is where my +2 demence is coming from, for sure. Yep, that's got to be it. So the big thing with this update is now that the council has a lot more power. Enforcing realm peace will end all internal wars between your direct vassals. The peace will take effect 3 months after it has been decreed. Use this ability to keep your vassals from going too strong within your realm. Okay. But the council has to do that, really. So right now my council is content. Cannot join or start factions while the council is content. The liege cannot enforce realm peace while the council is discontent. Okay. Powerful vassal. So that's a new modifier. I guess if they have a certain amount of levies and such, they will want to control the council in some way. So they'll expect a position. And what do we have here? Okay, so these are the different flavors of counselors and what they care about. We've got loyalists who basically are like all about you, will follow your commands. Pragmatists, the path of least resistance to increase the power in the realm and for themselves. They're inclined to support wars to reclaim de jure lands, provinces with the ruler's culture. Weak opponents, counselors will oppose the creation of other strong vassals. Support revoking titles from already powerful vassals. Okay, that's kind of useful. Glory Hound will always push for the realm to make prestigious acts for glory. They will oppose attacking weak neighbors, but against bigger opponents they will not care much for the reason of the war as long as it will increase the power of the realm. Counselors prefer a strong and centralized realm. Okay. So this is Zealot, and that appears to be my main contingent on the council. The Zealot counselors will strive towards bringing religious subjects to the agenda of the realm's actions. And the last one is Malcontent, unhappy with current state of affairs. Troublesome force in the council will always oppose the will of the ruler unless they directly stand to gain a title or power. Okay. No honorary titles. We do have commanders. We may want to check that out before we actually go to war. Okay, so our chancellor is very terrible. He is a powerful vassal, though. Still, that is excellent there. Who is this guy? He is very good. We may want to keep him around and try to breed him with somebody. Do I have like any brothers and sisters and things like that? Appear not to. That's okay. So yeah, even though we took a powerful vassal out of the council, I think that will be okay. And he is apparently Glory Hound, which would make sense for his high stats. He must be thinking quite highly of himself. Okay, now let's go ahead and set my character focus. And it looks like my character pretty... Well, let's look at the traits and see what we think here for role-playing. He's a dutiful cleric as his profession, which is in the learning category. He is shy, charitable, but arbitrary. Also diligent. I'm thinking perhaps scholarship for this kind of character. Yes, it's not as flashy as going with war at the moment, but I think it fits his personality a little more, don't you think? I think we'll go with that for Duke Rotting. And our ambition. Paragon of Virtue, exalted among men, become a counselor. That may be an option. King of Frisia, acquire a title. I think maybe we should try to become a counselor. I think that's entirely possible. Our liege is Karl of West Francia, who I believe is Charlemagne himself. He's okay with me, to be honest. So, because, well, I think my learning will probably be pretty good. And yes, we lose all the titles when we die because we have no heir, which we should work on right now. What's going on here? Would result in a non-aggression pact with King Desiderius of Lombardy. Well, rather than doing that, well, I wonder if they fix this actually. Can you actually search for traits in there? I don't think so. So we'll do the old standby of women, no prison, no marry, no ruler, my religion please, and adult, any great house. And we're going to search all for genius. Okay. Seonade, courtier in Dublin. She's only 16. But, I think that will be okay. Excellent. This is a good plan. Yeah, unfortunately, I am a little bit old starting out, so we really need to work on this children thing. We have de jure ducal claims on Boulogne. Count of Boulogne, Count of Ghent, heir to the barony of Saint-Pol. Can you... I wonder if I can ask my liege to give me Boulogne. What's this guy's name? Hermaneld of Boulogne This is kind of a long shot, but... No. I don't believe that will be possible. Of course, are you under a duke? Does your duchy of Flanders? No, you're not under a duke. You really should join me there, buddy. Maybe under intrigue, there's a way to do that. Request a council position. We may be doing that unless he does it already. He may. Kill the guy in Boulogne. But the king will inherit. That's not a great idea. Maybe we'll just have to fight him. Does he have any allies? No. No. And now, I think this is from before, but it's very handy to have this here now. I can't imagine why that wasn't always the case. Well, you know, is there any reason for us not to go ahead and do this? Okay, so now we have infamy, and if you get that too high, you're going to get a coalition against you, which I assume is probably fairly similar to, it's too bad I can't do these both. Fairly similar to the way that EU4 does it. No allies. That's nice to see on there. We shall raise the army. We shouldn't have... Yeah, that makes sense that we don't have many vassals because we control all the counties. And I suspect we will take this one too, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, we've got married. Fantastic. I'll take the prestige. Why do I have such negative prestige? I didn't get that from declaring war, did I? Because I feel like I was well within my rights. Let's speed up a little bit. Speed 1 is just atrociously slow. Oh, I bet that's that must be in. Yep, we shouldn't have any factions here. Increased council power in West Francia. I'm not a member of the council, so I'm not going to join that faction. But if I do become a member of the council, I certainly will join that faction. Okay, you are going to Artois. You shall arrive on the 30th of January. We shall meet you on the field of battle. Never mind. Never mind, my friend. Oh, let's, okay, we've got probably the best commanders we can. Duchess Seonade. Oh, wait, Oh, I guess the pact can be with individuals as well. I was gonna say she doesn't control any realms, does she? No. Interesting. Who is this? Oh, one. That must be his retinue forming. That's trouble. Nah, I'm bored. We're going to do this. Oh, I think we can handle one opinion point. Besides, they're all mayors and stuff. What? What? What happened here? you kidding me? Well, that is terrible, terrible luck right there.